Good morning, my dear friends. Now, in this class, I am going to explain about an automobile and its parts. Automobile is a self-moving vehicle. Auto means self, mobile means it is moving. So, this is a self-moving vehicle. It cannot be pedaled just like a cycle. It need not be pedaled. It will move by itself. Example for an automobile is your car, your motor car, and your bus in which you will come to the college regularly. The basic components of an automobile is chassis and body. Chassis is the bottommost part of the vehicle, whereas body is the superstructure which is built on the chassis. This is the chassis of an automobile. So, this chassis consists of all the parts of the vehicle except the body. So, all the parts like your engine, tires, and all the other systems like suspension system, everything is built on this chassis only. So, this is the support for all the components, and the body is built on this chassis only. The different components of the chassis are: the first one is engine, which is the prime mover by which the vehicle moves, and then the basic structure. All the components are mounted on this basic structure only. Then the next is transmission system. So this transmission system is used to convey the rotary motion from the engine to the wheels. The next one is controls. Controls means these are used to control the vehicle. Control in the sense they are used to control the direction of the vehicle, and at the same time they are used to control the speed of the vehicles. And then the auxiliaries. The auxiliaries are the extra equipment. They are also known as electrical equipment used for different purposes, which we will discuss. See, this is an engine. This will be the power plant of a vehicle or automobile. So this engine is used to give rotary motions to the wheels so that the vehicle moves on the road. So as you know, we have discussed in IC engines, the different parts of engines are piston, cylinder, connecting rod, crank, etc. Coming on to the basic structure, it is an assembly of different components. Like the first one is the frame. So this frame is the skeleton work. It is the skeleton for the chassis of the vehicle. So it consists of two long members like this, and some of the short members are used to join these two long members. So all the parts of the chassis like your power plant and wheels, axles, differential, everything is mounted on this chassis frame only. The next component of the basic structure is the suspension system. So the suspension system is used to absorb the road shocks while moving on the vehicle. If you go over a speed breaker, so you will be subjected to a jerk. So these jerks are absorbed by the suspension system. So this suspension system consists of spring and shock absorber. Here you will observe a spring which is in red color and a shock absorber which is inserted into the spring, that is in black color. So this spring is used to absorb any shock loads so that it will keep on stretching and contracting, and the shock absorber is used to bring the spring to the normal state within short time. These are the axles of the basic structure of an automobile. So these axles are used to drive the wheels. So these axles gets the rotary motion from the engine through the transmission system, and they will in turn transmit this rotary motion to the wheels. And also these axles supports the weight of the body. the front axle. So this is the front axle and this is the rear axle. The front axle supports the weight of the front portion of the body and the rear axle supports the weight of the rear portion of the body. So these wheels are also a part of the basic structure. So these wheels are used to drive the vehicle over the road. So they get the rotary motion from the engine through the transmission system and finally they rotates over the road so that the vehicle moves. These wheels are equipped with tires which are filled with air. So this air is also used as a cushion from the road irregularities. So till now we have discussed about different components of the basic structure of the chassis. Now the next component of the chassis is the transmission system. So this transmission system is used to convey the rotary motion from the engine to the wheels. So the main components of the transmission system are clutch and gearbox. So this clutch is used to engage or disengage gears smoothly, and this gearbox is used to transfer the rotary motion from the engine to the wheels at varying speeds and varying torques. So these are the other components of the transmission system. So first of all, the motion is transferred from the engine to the clutch, and the motion is transferred from the engine to the gearbox by means of clutch, and from the gearbox the motion is transferred to the propeller shaft by means of these universal joints. So these universal joints are used to transmit motion in any direction. And this is the propeller shaft. This propeller shaft is used to connect the gearbox to the differential, which is on the back axle or rear axle of the vehicle. See, this is the differential of an automobile. So this differential is mounted on two rear axles. So this differential is used to provide varying motions to the inner wheel and outer wheel of the automobile while negotiating a course. When the vehicle is moving over a curve, the inner wheels has to be moved with slower speed and the outer wheels has to be moved at higher speed so that the vehicle moves equal distances in the curves. So these wheels and tires are also part of a transmission system of this vehicle, so which we discussed already. So the next component of the engine chassis is the control system. So this control system is generally two types of control systems are there. The first one is the steering system and the braking system. This steering system is used to change the direction of the vehicle. So it consists of a steering wheel which the driver will operate. If the steering wheel is moved in clockwise direction, then the vehicle will move towards right side. If the steering wheel is moved towards anti-clockwise direction, then the vehicle will move towards the left side. This is the braking system and the control system. This is used to slow down or stop the running vehicle as and when required. So this is generally done by means of some brake shoes and the brake drum arrangement, which we will discuss in detail in the next classes. So the last component of the chassis are the auxiliary systems, or this is also known as the electrical systems. They consist of starting circuit, charging circuit, lighting circuit, horn circuit, and finally the gauges circuit. So the starting circuit is used to start the engine. So generally this is done by means of a self motor. So this self motor will propel the vehicle, will rotate the engine crankshaft so that the engine starts automatically. So the next is the charging circuit. So previously we have started the vehicle using the self motor. So this self motor is driven by means of a battery. So the necessary current for the self motor is supplied by means of this battery. Similarly, for all the lighting systems of the engine, for all the lights, all are dependent on the battery. So in order to charge this battery, a charging circuit is necessary. So this charging circuit charges this battery when the vehicle is running. So this lighting circuit is used to provide necessary lighting for the vehicle. It may be the headlights or it may be the lights in the passenger compartment. The next thing is the horn circuit. So this horn is used to warn the people or vehicles there when the vehicle is moving on the roads. So this is used to provide necessary warning sounds. And finally the gauge circuit. You might have seen the speedometer, fuel level indicator in any vehicle dashboard. So this gauge circuit is used to indicate the speed, fuel level and the engine temperature. So till now we have discussed about the automobile, what is an automobile and what are the different parts of an automobile. So the basic parts of an automobile are the first one body and the second one is the chassis. So body is the superstructure or the topmost part of the body, which consists of the passenger compartment and the roof. Similarly, the chassis is not a single component, it's an assembly of different components. We discussed about the various parts of the chassis. So in the next class, we will discuss in detail about the parts of an automobile. Thank you.